Hey guys, welcome to Deep Puck Fishing Outdoors, where we bring you fishing and hiking content. And in this video, we're going to be able to mix both of it because I have something special from a company named Plusinno. They've sent me some gear to test out for you guys, and we're going to check it out. One of the things I've noticed in the comments of my hiking videos is because I come across a lot of lakes and rivers, people are always asking me, how come you don't bring your fishing gear with you to catch some fish? And the answer usually is I don't really have any gear that I can carry easily in my backpack. But that might have changed. I've been in the market for a travel rod and reel combo that I could use on these hikes and fish some untouched ponds and lakes in northern New Jersey. And I've been searching around for a while. And it just so happens that this company named Plusinno reached out to me asking me if I would look at some of their product. And that works out for both of us. So I got the telescoping reel and rod combo from Plusinno that we're going to test out today. Thank you, Plusinno, for reaching out to me. Now, I've seen a bunch of other videos around YouTube community this year with Plusinno products. It seems like they're really blowing up the social medias. So I feel flattered that I get to be part of that trend. So this is what I got. It is a telescoping reel and rod. I had them separate. And right off the bat, this is how short this rod is. It's probably no longer than, I don't know, 14 inches. This little travel bag just keeps it clean. Just having a day pack here, how it fits pretty good in there. Oh, what a bottle right here. I can easily fit it in a day pack like this. Takes up no room. The reel can go in the bag too. So the size of this rod is perfect for hiking, keeping in small day packs, backpacks. Perfect size for that. So it comes in this neat little bag here, and then it comes also with a plastic tip that has this rubber clip that's supposed to keep this protected. You know, I like that little feature that they give you, although I'll probably lose it. So you just snap it. Right there, just snap it closed. Aesthetically, off the bat, I do kind of like this, the color scheme of the rod. That little fish on the butt here. The little screw handle that holds the reel together seems somewhat sturdy. As for the reel, it's the 3000. I spooled it up with fluorocarbon. In hindsight, I probably should put braid on it just to be a little bit more versatile. But I put some 10-pound fluorocarbon on there, cigar, and we'll test it out. So it's on there nice and firm. I don't feel it moving around a lot, so that's good. Now let's extend this bad boy. So when it comes to travel rods, you have two options. One, a multi-piece rod that you can break apart, and the other is the telescoping rod. Normally, when I'm fishing, I use one-piece rods. I don't even like two-piece rods. When you have two-piece rods, you lose a lot of sensitivity. I want to be able to have that hook set power, and I want to have that sensitivity in the rod. You're not going to have that in either a rod that you can break apart in different pieces or a telescoping rod. So what you're going to get is the ability to transport this rod a lot easier. So that's the trade-off we're doing. With a telescoping rod, you got to make sure all the guides are lined up. And I think with this one, what we're going to find is that they're probably going to spin around a lot unless you really make sure that this rod is fully extended and tight. Again, aesthetically, it looks good. Right off the bat, one thing I'm not a big fan of is the shortness of the butt on the end of the rod, meaning I'm holding the rod like this and it's top heavy. I like rods that are a little bit longer where the the reel seat sits further up on the rod so that the butt is roughly about where my elbow is, for a little bit more balance in casting and hook setting. Now, as Michigan Fisherman pointed out, the end of this reel, there's a little butt, and it does unscrew. And I'm not entirely sure why you need it to unscrew. Maybe you can like stick a couple hooks in there. I don't know. Maybe fit one Ned rig, but it just unscrews. The difference between this rod and the one that he has is this rod actually does have a little bit of rubbery friction on the bottom so that it won't easily slip if you set this down on something. There is a little bit of a grip there. So that's the one difference between this rod and the rod that the Michigan Fisherman had. Again, I like the colors and the feel of the material. Nitpicking again, you have the information, the Plusinno, and this is a 2.1 meter. It's a medium action rod. The information's on the top. Normally, on most rods that I have, the information is stenciled here on the underside. It's a nitpicking thing. It doesn't change anything to do with the reel and rod combo, except now I'm going to be staring at that while I'm fishing. I'd rather not see it. I'd rather it be on the other side. Also, it doesn't have a built-in hook lure holder on the rod and reel. It does come in the package that they send you, little rubber things. I haven't put it on yet. I do like that you can put it on where you want it on the rod instead of having it fixed already. So we're going to try this combo out today at the pond. We're going to try different kind of baits and see how it handles it. Let's string it up. Alright guys, so I put on the Deadly Nedley, of course. One thing I want to test out today is, can this rod survive a depug fish flip? Fish flip! Plusinno! Haha! We caught a fish on the Plusinno. Alright. Plusinno combo. First fish. First fish. There you go. We caught our first fish on my Plusinno combo here. So, it was able to flip an 8-ounce bass. Let's get a bigger one. Skinny fish, man. Holy crap. This fish is not healthy. Look at the shape of this fish. This fish is starving. Alright, it survived the fish flip. Look at this fish. This fish is so skinny, he's got nothing in him. He's starving. Look at that. That's unfortunate. So, I've been doing a little research into why fish get skinny like that, because that fish is all head. And it's not for the lack of food. I know initially people think, well, you know, there's too many bass in the lake, there's too much competition for the food. That's not the case here. There is bait fish everywhere. There's an abundance of food. The problem is this: soft plastics. Certain fish have taken the habit of swallowing soft plastic, whether people are cutting the line or throwing the baits into the water or just losing the baits. The fish are sucking it up, and that non-biodegradable baits getting stuck in somewhere in their digestive tract, and they're just basically starving to death. They can't take any more food. The blockage causes them to vomit up whatever they eat, and eventually they die. There's no reason for that fish to be starving. There's something wrong with it. Missed it! Another dinker. Alright, we'll call a third one. This one's healthier. See? Round fish. He's eating. He's not starved. Number 3. Kaplump. Okay, let's see how it handles top water. Ooh. Alright, look at this rod. It doesn't really, not really too worried about it breaking on my boat flip. Go. Bam! Let him go. Let him grow. Bam! What? Bam! Number 5. I saw a pretty nice 2-pounder kind of go by here, and he saw me. He took off, but this guy bit. So that's the 5th one. 5th quad. I'm back. Thank you, fish. I am definitely going to be bringing this on my hikes. We're going to see if we can catch some mountain fish. There we go. We got one. Bam! Alright guys. Got another one. Missile baits. Hayabusa. Plusinno. Bass. Bam! And it's a freaking pickerel. Got a pickle. Okay guys, that concludes my first trial run of the Plusinno combo here, this telescopic rod and reel. And we caught fish. We got 5 fish. I think I lost one. Here are my thoughts about this combo. The reel, it's okay. I do like that you can fold the handle like this to make it more compact. As far as this telescopic rod, I did feel the bottom. I did feel the fish bites. I did set the hook. Now, again, with the shorter butt end, it's top heavy. And if you're using a whopper plopper or a small swim bait and you're just reeling it in and your rod tip pointing down all the time, it's not a big deal. Or if you're gonna just do bait fishing where you stick it in one of those rod holders, throw the bait out there and let it sit, not a big deal. If you're hopping baits like I was doing with this Ned rig, and you're doing this a lot, that top heavy rod does tire out the wrist. Then again, I'm really strong, so it didn't really bother me that much. So I would prefer a little bit longer butt end. The other thing I was worried about is the guides and the pieces individually spinning, but truth be told, it did not. Once I had this thing fully extended and nice and tight, everything stayed where it was. So things weren't like rotating. I'm not casting and having the guide spin around a lot. It stayed right where it was, and that really surprised me. The other thing is, I was worried about this tip. This tip does seem pretty flimsy by feel, and I'm flipping in fish. You know, they weren't big fish, but I was flipping them, and the bend of the rod did not bend at the tip. It bent more in the middle. It's more of a medium action rod, so I was able to flip those fish in. So the tip hasn't broken yet. So I am really happy with this rod itself. This is exactly what I've been looking for some of those day hikes that I do. I definitely recommend this rod. The reel is okay, it comes with it, you can swap that out, but the Plusinno rod is exactly what I'm looking for in terms of a packable rod. I highly recommend you go out to the Plusinno website. Also, Plusinno's been hitting up a lot of the channels that are in my little community. And so I wanted to give a shout out to those channels so that you can go and look at other reviews of other Plusinno products. Michigan Fisherman did basically the same combo. It's a little bit different, but he did a great review on that combo. Check out his opinion. Live to Fish has some new whopper plopper style baits that Plusinno's making. YourNextCast and BigBaitPossie did some net reviews of the Plusinno nets. Check out those other videos. I'll put a link down in the video description so you can see all the different reviews of other channels. And give me a comment down below if you've used any Plusinno products. Guys, if this video was informative, if you found it interesting, entertaining, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We do a lot of content. It comes out every Friday. Eagle Scout out. Bam! And we knew that was going to happen. All right. Got the burlap sack. Well, we got another snag. That 50-pound mono that someone threw out there. Holy sh! Snagsville, man. That's number 5. I'm literally just burning through. I've never lost that many. All right, we're gonna start using the Ned rig.